Hello, 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 hello. I'm just going to do a collective message for. The fuck was that? Not the greatest way to start the reading, huh? A collective message for the rest of June before we jump into I just got bit, and there was I said it like that because something was just crawling on me and it bit me, and I squashed it. But I don't know what type of bug it was. That's why I said, like, what the fuck is that? Like, it was just really weird. Where is the other cards that I want? Happy Monday. I'm going to do, so I don't know if there's some type of like, I kept telling myself like I'm going to do some type of like experiment. And then after this reading, I'm going to jump on members at some point today. It's not really an experiment though, but then I'm like, I want to keep it to myself. So like, I don't know if you're experiencing something, experimenting with something. I don't know, like, I just heard like experimental, like with elements, but I don't know what type of message that is. So I don't know if I think it's like okay, like I'm gonna, so I'm being told it's channeling. So it's not, so it's okay. So I don't know if you're dealing with somebody that's like, okay, I want to be in my fire element. I want to be in my water element. Okay, I'm going to be in my yada yada. Jesus. All right. All right. I just sat there and tried so hard to go pee, and I didn't have to go pee. So again, but here's the thing. I sat here and I completely forgot about my dreams. And then as soon as I sat on the toilet, so I don't, someone sitting on the toilet thinking about you, or guys, I don't know, piss or get off the pot, whatever that is. In my dream, it looked like a pineapple. I opened it. I remember being on YouTube and showing you guys. I opened it. It was pineapple, mango, and there was blueberries in it. And I was like, what the fuck? And then I went outside, and there was like a whole bunch of raspberries or blackberries on a bush, but they ended up being blackberries. And then I remember cooking, and I was like, I'm just going to watch this person. And there was like a little kid in the restaurant that spilled like some type of homemade little ball she was making. It must have been like a family-owned restaurant. And then I was like, I'm going to watch her make the garlic bread, or him. And this little boy was bringing out the little balls. Must have been garlic and something. They were white. And he spilled them. So I was like, no, okay, so I'm just going to watch like Nana make them or whatever. It wasn't my Nana, but like it was an energy like that. And the berries, I could have sworn were red, but last time I saw them, they were black in my dream. So experimenting with food or fruit, but to me, it has to do with an element here. So Max, good, be an asshole. Yeah, be an asshole. Watch what happens. Jesus, I must have fell asleep early because I just woke up to 9 messages. Did you hear the fireworks at 9? No, I was out cold. Jesus. Okay. And I did grab I was pulled at a different deck made in a fire. Actually, she was the one. So I put her in weird. I'm trying to now figure out how to do this reading. A 6 and 8 might be relevant. 5. Okay, good morning, everybody. Because I was like, oh, I'm going to use this deck and experiment. And then I'm like, oh, I'm going to use this deck on members. But it wouldn't be like a continuation because I want to experiment to see if it's different energy. But it is going to be different energy because it'd be pointless to have a members and to have the same and then the free content. You know, get what I'm saying? Like it'd be pointless. So I don't know if this is some type of like metaphor or you are experimenting. And I completely forgot about that fruit until I sat on the toilet. So maybe you need a different, I knew there was a different card in there. Maybe you need a different water your garden, nourish your body, take care, tenderness, rest. And I was walking a lot in my dream too. So maybe you need more fruit. Blueberries, pineapple, and mango, and blackberries were in my dream. And I just heard something about consistency. And then astral travel. I almost feel like I don't even need the cards. And I don't, but I don't know what's going on here. Wait and see. Do, 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 do. Wait and see. Isn't that Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? And it's all about experimenting, right? Okay, so you could be growing different types. You could be growing different types of weed. Yes. Oh, I had a couple different people in my dream last night. And it was like, try this one. And then it was like a weed pen. What the fuck? What are the transits this week? It's still mostly Cancer and Capricorn, right? Before we go into Neptune and Pisces. Could have something to do. No, let's see Chiron, but it must just be Saturn and Venus. Venus, if you will. It's interesting that Saturn is playing part of this reading, though. Could be a good karma, could be a fortune. Right, how do I want to... I was just going to put that back, but like water your garden, nourish, body care, tenderness, rest. So the weed pen, whatever was in my dream, was, I believe it was like a CBD pen. So we'll leave that message out. Wait and see. Do, 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 do. That's where I'm messing up. So I know it's wait and see. So I almost feel like the Empress energy is here of creation. I snapped a nail. It's been bleeding for days. I had to cancel my nail appointment. Well, I missed my first one. I just had to cancel this morning because this one hurt too much. I don't think that's a message for you. I think that's just Courtney chatting. Okay, that's just Courtney chatting. That was odd. I don't feel like I'm another person. And as soon as I sat down, I feel like this is going to be more channeling. Yes. All right, so we're already starting off to a very odd start. I wouldn't say it's super odd, but I just want to pull up the weather to see if I should open my window. It's 71 degrees out right now. I'm going to open my window. It's stuffy in here. Max, you want to go outside? Come on, Max. Come on, Max. Just because I still had to feed the birds, so give them a snack real quick. And then I said, pardon my French. But I didn't even swear. So I don't know what's going on here. Maybe you guys are taking a cooking class. I don't know. Maybe you're watching TV in a different language. Maybe you're learning a different language. You're definitely experimenting with something. It's definitely the start of something. And again, it could be your dreams talking to you as well. Let's just... I'm still trying to figure out how to read this. And I gotta change the cloth. So I don't know if it's like one of those things where it's like I don't feel rushed doing it, but I need to do it. And it was right when Venus went into Cancer too. It was like right around the 17th, which was 7 days ago. That's the flag. If you hear the wind, it's a nice breeze. The energy definitely had to have been a shift in the air. Because again, like I even covered up the tablecloth. So to me, this has to do with Venus and Cancer, which is typically all about your home life, nourishing yourself, your surroundings. I can't believe it's still out there doing the roof. Just trying to find Venus. Hold on. Astrological look at Venus. Venus and Cancer. Venus and Cancer person is romantic and sensitive. So you don't have to have your Venus in Cancer. It's just what Cancer placement is right now, okay? Being loved is more important to you than anything else. Though you tend to conceal or try to the need kind of going under the shell to reserve. You are not, however, blindly romantic, and you don't carefully consider future securities. You are not, however, blindly romantic that you don't carefully consider future securities. For example, if you're a man and you're not proposing marriage until you have some reliable meaning of earnings of a living. If you're a woman, you make sure you won't end up sharing your lover's poverty or struggling with him. In a love affair, you'd much rather pursue than do the pursuing. In a love affair, you would much rather be pursued than to do the pursuing. If you're a female, you need the reassurance of somebody who wants you enough to go after you. You feel secure when you demonstrative or sensual. Why am I struggling to read? I don't know if somebody's trying to write something to you, they're nervous. You have a wonderful gift. You are intensely sentimental. You will make a big fuss over your lover's birthday or remember the anniversary of the day you met. The position of Venus indicates strong family and loyalty. Venus Cancerians are delightfully content to be at home and often love to cook. So right now I think you'd rather be pursued. So you can't be bothered pursuing anybody else. I don't know if like somebody's waiting for you to hit them up. I think I'm gonna look into something afterwards in that book. So I think you're just kind of worried about yourself, taking care of yourself. Could be another energy here that's lingering. I feel like there's so much more going on in your life than just anything that has to do with another person right now. And again, some type of experiment. So it might be with food, it might be with your body. You might be making certain salads. I do have the herb this year that I bought, lemon balm. A lot of people use it for essential oils and certain stuff like that, but it's supposed to be a nice addition to like a nice salad, something refreshing, right? Just chopped up in a tiny bit. It's not as strong as mint, but just that nice little extra taste of almost like a lemon vinaigrette, maybe. I don't know. And the fact that that came out after my dream. And again, I heard, should I get off the pot, right? So it's almost like I couldn't pee, but then I remembered my dream. So, and again, there was CBD in my dream too. I also feel like there's an energy that's like working out a lot or wants to feel better about your body, their body. Could it be you? Yeah, maybe, but it feels more like another energy, as if like, all right, this person will like me better if I'm fit, or they'll like me better if I'm something. And it is like you could care less about that. So somebody has like a different thought process than you. Like you're looking for somebody more authentic. So that, see, there is another person here. So to me, you definitely are looking for something more authentic, and somebody's like, well, I've been going to the gym, I've been lifting weight, like I don't know, like Uranus, you got to change that they can perform better. I don't know what Uranus is right now, but it is all about change, and it is coming with the number 7. 39. Number 3, first house. Could be dealing with an Aries, but it's an arrival. So there is some type of change, but like it is a physical change, but one is more like about really nourishing. It's not about working out and look at my muscles. That's like ego. You know what I mean? Like, but maybe that's what that person needed to in order to nourish their body. But then it is like there's an energy here that still needs to drop the ego, because this is more about, again, like the fruit. In my dream, it was blackberries, pineapple, mango, and blueberries at the bottom. But I like, it's like I opened the pineapple knowing that it was like an experimental fruit. Like it was half and half, and then ended up being mango, and again like blueberries. So it's just, so you definitely need a different type of combination to nourish your body. It's not just like working out and gaining muscles here. So I think there's somebody that wants to like impress you, but like I just heard like it doesn't what's that song? Don't impress me, you don't impress me much, or like Shania Twain, you don't impress me much, or something like that. Like you don't care about the muscles or like a six pack or like I just heard whether or not it's a working penis. I don't know if that's like a battery operated thing or like somebody's having an issue or insecurity with their penis. So you do have a masculine energy here with Mars. It's more about like the outer appearance, and the message for the feminine here, I think, I'm not trying to like separate the energy like that, but it's just the way it's coming through. It's more about like nourishing your mind, body, and soul. Like, but there's an energy here that needed the ego. To me, it's not yours. So whoever, swap the energies. Whoever's is whose. I mean, I don't even know how to explain it, and I was having trouble reading too. So dyslexic. But dyslexia, but potato. Oh, man. You don't impress me much. Like, so I don't know where that's coming from. Because then when I read like Venus and Cancer, that transit, it's again like you'd rather be pursued. Like you don't want to do the pursuing. Like you want somebody who feels strong enough to actually pursue you, which makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, so there is like a difference here with in regards to like masculine energy and feminine energy, but it's like the socialism behind it. Like masculine needs to be more ho 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 ho, and like puffing on their chest, and like the woman, I don't know what's going on here. I don't think this is a battle between you and the balance between masculinity and femininity within like one body. And you got the root 8, 9, 10, 11. Got the number 2, 7, 3, and 2. So you might want to, it's grounding. It's your root chakra. Which needs to be grounded in order for the sacral chakra to work. So there is something happening here with sexual energy, like hormones, like penis. Something with the penis. Let's go pull the Taurus energy. Again, which is part of Venus. So I don't know what's going on with this penis then. Penis, Venus, that doesn't mind, but it's almost like penis, Venus. I don't know, like 39, maybe you get to a certain age. I mean, penis shouldn't stop working at 39. It could, but I mean, that would be mental. You know what I mean? Like, you'd have to change your own mindset here. And that's like with intimacy in general. So Venus is really messing with like, again, we have two energies. We have a feminine energy here and a masculine energy. And the feminine is, I wouldn't say with what I read, you're looking for somebody to pursue you. Like, maybe that's just in general, like what you would enjoy. I mean, I pursued people. I got no problem doing that either. But like, that's typically the more masculine energy within my chart, wanting something and going after, right? Like, but somebody here thinks you want the golden egg, but so like they're working out or something, or it's something about their penis, but you're looking for somebody like that's just like authentic and like is going to pursue you in like an authentic way. And somebody's like thinks you're going to be more impressed with their muscles, and I keep hearing you don't impress me much. I think it's a song by Shania Twain. And it's, I don't even have to look up the lyrics because I know that's what it's saying. And it's like, you're not looking for that type of energy. Like, even if you're dating somebody, it's all about like their muscles or penis right now. It's just like, and maybe you're more like, okay, I'm looking into like, I just looked over shallow. I'm looking in the feminine's more like in the kitchen or taking care of themselves. And it does sound shallow, but I don't even know if like they're shallow. Like you would think because the ego's here, but it's not about them being shallow. Like I'm not getting somebody who's conceited here. I'm getting somebody who just has it backwards. You know what I mean? Like you would much rather have honesty. You don't care that somebody like has muscles or like it's not about their muscles or their penis. I don't know what the fuck, a penis pump? I don't know what the fuck is going on here. I know they have a penis ring you can put around the penis so it makes it more puffy, you know, but like this is something like growth. So don't they have like his and hers? Like his, like it's, you know, it's supposed to last longer and stay harder. Last longer, stay harder. Play smarter, not harder. You know, but like in order for somebody to like approach you, like they're coming from the ego. And the feminine energy is just kind of sitting back and, you know, nourishing, trying to nourish their mind, body, and soul, or getting messages to nourish their mind, body, and soul. You know, it's something like that. And I think to me, like you would want something more authentic. You just want honesty. You just want, you know, like you could care less that somebody's a gym rat. What's that? Somebody who goes to the gym all the time, right? If anything, I would find that more annoying. Like, hey, can we spend time together instead of you going to the fucking gym 24/7 and puffing up your fucking chest? I just saw like a puffer penguin, the puffer fish, no, the penguin that puffs its chest, no, a puffer bird. So, and again, I keep hearing like it don't impress me much. So it's, again, I feel like this other energy was doing it to impress you or the next person, but like your mindset and the feminine's mindset is not even thinking about that. You know, I think you just want somebody who's authentic and feels like you are enough and they're going to pursue you and be consistent, you know. So you're definitely dealing with energies here, and I got pulled to this ring. You're definitely dealing with energies here that it doesn't mean they're going to come at you with the ego, but now it's time for them to kind of like lose the ego, because they were using the ego to get here, to create change, but it's more about like what you're consuming. And again, I think it's food, but this is somebody's thoughts. Like the feminine energy is you both energies are consuming things differently. It's like, great, you had a banana shake, wonderful. Like, okay, like your point is like, so it's almost like somebody's trying to impress you through like food or a workout, and it's like that's not how you get motivated, or that's not the motivation you're looking for. So like somebody's in their Mars while you're in your Venus, even though they're in Venus energy. That Mars energy, that energy of Saturn is here too, you know, which is in Pisces. So there's a lot of Pisces energy about to kick in because Neptune's about to go into Pisces as well, July 2nd. And I just heard happy birthday to me, so, and I'm a Cancer, July 1st, but it wasn't like happy birthday. It could have been my guides or somebody saying happy birthday, but like it's not a message of Because I don't even like to really celebrate my birthday. I'm not like I will, but I won't. Not like that. You know what I mean? Like, okay. So the energy got switched up with the birthday message, and I don't think it's like somebody might just hit you up in this Cancer energy, but like Cancer is about like home life again, nourishing, and it's also in Venus while the sun is in Cancer. So I heard something about you, Scorpio, and Scorpios can be very assertive, but they like depth. So if you feel like somebody's not being authentic, you can't be bothered. It's not like, hey, you're taking charge because you hit me up. Like, are you going to follow through? You know what I mean? So again, if this isn't another person, I'm getting that strong message of it. It's you. It's like me delivering that message of nourishment. You know, like, hey, Court, you gonna follow through? Maybe you should buy pineapple and mango and blueberry and blackberries this week. You know what I mean? Like, that's what your body needs. More fruit. Or there's something within that fruit that's gonna shift your mindset. You know, so it's the way in pursuit of happiness, the way you and somebody else are looking at something way differently in regards to like pursuit of happiness. Like you're happy just, consuming, certain foods and taking care of yourself. And I love home life. Like I love to entertain. Like that's the Cancer in me. I love to cook. Like it's really, I enjoy it. Enjoy taking care of things and nourishing other people in my life, and certain love. And also I met somebody over the weekend at the concert, and she's just as spiritual, but we have different beliefs. She'll look at somebody's like sun, moon, rising and like judge them, and she asked for she's like, oh, I'd love to look at your chart. And I was like, oh, I won't give you my chart. And I was like, not to be mean. She's like, oh, you're one of them. So I'm just like, what? I'm like, that's like giving away your social security number. Like anybody can manipulate with a chart. And she's like, oh, I don't look at it that way. And she's like, now's not really the time to like talk about it. Like, let's just have fun in the concert. Because she knew I was getting like bent out of shape. And I was like, honestly, I don't even want to have a conversation. Because she started talking about, I think, some type of awakening and twin flame and this and that. And I'm like, right off the rip, I was just like, you know what? Here's my Scorpio rising, and I'm not having it. Let's agree to disagree, because we have different beliefs within spirituality. And she was like, I like that about you. And I was like, oh, gee, well, thanks. You know what I mean? But like, I don't need you to like me, like, but she was like, I like that you have a strong belief. But my belief was so strong that I didn't even like, I almost don't even want to have a discussion with her at any time in the future in regards to spirituality, because different beliefs, right? But that's kind of like wrong of me, but it's not. And then I'm like, geez, Courtney, you do judge people, but it's like, it's not even judging. I just have a strong belief that I'm just not interested in hearing. Like, so to me, things she was saying was just bullshit to me, because it's like, but which is wrong of me in a way. You know what I mean? But like, I'm not having it. And it's the way you came at me. It's, oh, you're one of them. And it's like, okay, well, this conversation's over. Yep, I'm one of them. Here's my Scorpio, bitch. And I wasn't mean like that. You know what I mean? But like, that's, I like almost like had to walk away, like, and I didn't. I remained calm. And then she was looking at somebody she hardly knew. And she's like, I bet you, like, his Mars is Capricorn. And I'm looking and telling myself, like, you don't even know him. And I guarantee his Mars is fire. But Mars is fire, but there's nothing about him when it comes to security. And then she was trying to tell me about like Marsh, because I was like, she's a Pisces sun and an Aquarius moon and a Capricorn rising, which is why that Pisces and Aquarius, that's why I kind of butt heads with her. But that Capricorn rising is like almost like the path. It's almost like her north node. Like she's doing really well with like her finances and saving and being responsible. You know what I mean? Like it's a great rising sign to have. But like, she was like, oh, that's, she was like, what the Pisces sun in the Aquarius. I'm not shitting on her if she's watching, yeah. But I'm just saying, like, the Pisces moon, the Pisces sun and the Aquarius moon, it's almost like, oh, you can be super smart and like talk really well about your emotions and this and that. But I'm like, an Aquarius moon, like, no, like, so she's characterizing like just the sun and the moon. She's not giving any, and I thought she was more about astrology, but she's not giving thought like, where's her house lay with her moon? Like, just because it's an Aquarius doesn't mean it lays in the 11th house. She could have it, you know, in the 4th house and struggle with emotions. You get what I'm saying? And then she was trying to tell me with the Mercury, it has to be 2 points away from the sun. There's no way around it. She was trying to educate me on stuff I already knew, and I didn't want to cut her off. But I don't like that shit. And I had that conversation with you, weekend energy, like, and I remember it coming into my head where I was like, somebody thinks like they know you better than you know yourself. But this is somebody thought like, but it was towards like she thought she knew Jess better than like I knew Jess. And I was just like, okay, we're not doing this. Like, I don't know if Jess even picked up onto it. Like, we were all drinking. It was the first time I met her, and Jess been friends with her since they were little, you know, like, and it was shocking that it, you know, I've been friends with Jess Marsh for over, you know, 13 years and I've never met her, but, you know, and this chick was, oh my God, she was like, oh my God, I love you. I can't wait to sit down with you and have a conversation. And I'm like, yep, that's never going to happen. We strongly disagree, and that's okay. But I'm so strong about it that I don't even want to have a conversation with her about it, because it would just aggravate me. And it's not me being like a know-it-all. It's just, there's no point. We already butt heads. We already see things differently. You're looking at people like their characteristics in their sun, and I work with karma, so I look at the shadow side. And that's not wrong. I look at both sides. But like, she just looks at it like her moon placement is Aquarius and it's the 11th house. She, again, Marsha's moon placement can be in the 4th house. It can be in the 1st house, where she's stubborn and she doesn't want to talk about it. You know what I mean? Or like know-it-all energy with the 1st house here. Like, so, you know what you get what I'm saying? And I'm just like, ugh. So again, it's opposite energies here, guys. It's like somebody's using their ego here, and she didn't have ego, and I didn't have ego, but it's two completely, I'm telling two completely different stories here, if that makes sense. Like, it's just, and I'm not saying you're not going to mesh with this person, but I'm just saying, like, you're probably, to go back to the beginning of the Venus and Cancer message, you're probably looking for somebody that, if anything, somebody's going to pursue you and put work into it and put an effort into it, as if, like, you know, you're worth pursuing, and then, you know, you go about how you do things. But this energy here is like, in order to pursue you, that they're trying to like physically look impressive, and that doesn't impress you. Don't impress me much. You want somebody who's authentic. I don't think you care like if they have green eyes or blue eyes, but next thing you know, this person had brown eyes, and next thing you know, they're wearing green contacts, and it's like, what? That actually creeps me out. Take them off. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like somebody's trying to impress other people through their looks, or like their ego. And again, I think it has to do with like the penis, like the root chakra. What's really the chakra, but you gotta, you know, first ground the root. And it's more about like your mind, your mindset, right? So, Jesus. And this girl, mind you, she really was super sweet. We clashed. It's just like, nope, no point in having a conversation. And that's it's a completely different message than the first message I gave you. And I don't think there's anything wrong with having different beliefs than somebody else. It's how the conversation is had, you know. And for somebody right off the rip be like, oh, you're one of them. Okay, now I instantly don't like you. I don't mesh with you. I don't care to have a conversation with you. I don't care to hang out with you again. Like, and I don't think that's wrong of me. You know what I mean? It's just, morning. I don't even think it's like a message of like getting off to the wrong start. Like, it's just, we clash. It is what it is. You know what I mean? And she probably didn't even mean it like that, but her belief on how something rolls. And I'm telling you, she was about to educate me on how, like, she doesn't think the collective is smart enough to know, like, what a twin flame is. And so, like, she was about to, and I'm glad she stopped the conversation. Or I think somebody asked a question. You know what I mean? I'm glad the conversation actually stopped, because for a minute I was kind of getting kind of a little heated, like, and I almost wanted to interrupt her and be like, stop educating me on something I am already aware. But I'm like, you know what, Courtney, sit back and just listen to her thought process. But it was almost like she was trying to, like, educate me, but it's really only her belief. So if I sit back and vice versa, you know, I have to have that same respect that she was giving me to share my belief. You know what I mean? But I wasn't having it. So I'm glad that conversation stopped. And I typically don't feel, I always feel strongly about my belief, right? But, like, I don't have a problem if you want to share your thoughts and your belief, but don't try to educate me as if I don't have knowledge on something. That's why I'm like, nope, don't, no. You know, and I noticed there was 50 something watching, and now there's 35, as if somebody's bored with this conversation. But that's a message for you guys. Like, so there's people right now that don't want to hear this for some reason. Like, they just, it's like taking the easy way out. You know, like, where's the depth? Where's the Scorpio? Where's the Cancer? Because you're not, this Cancer energy has a different vibe. It's not the vibe it's supposed to be. And I keep hearing, like, you don't impress me much, you know? So I do. I feel like somebody wants, like, the easy way out. Or, good morning. Yeah, 36, 37. Yeah, but I also see the non-subscribers on my end. You guys only see the ones that are subscribed. I always have more non-subscribers watch than I do subscribers. And they want to stay hidden, that's fine. Don't bother me, you know. And, you know, I just, again, somebody can have a strong belief on, like, because to me, I'm not going to give you my chart. That's why I never asked you guys for your chart. You know, I don't do stuff like I could read your chart and tell you and break it down to you so you understand how people can interpret you, and it could help you give, like, a different impression. But, like, I don't think that's necessary unless it's something you want to work on, and then I have that conversation with you on how to work with those energies. And it's to improve your quality of life, your mindset. You know what I mean? So that's why I don't do the chat thing. Like, I don't ask people for their date of birth. Like it's not maybe the year you were born, maybe your date of birth, I think I've said, but, like, I don't need your last name. I don't need your location. I don't need that. Because in all reality, it's the energy we're dealing with, and then the energy that comes through the personal reading. So I don't know if you're getting a personal reading. I don't know if somebody's asking for your chart. Got the 11th house, Aquarius, community, you know, and that's what she was saying too. That's why you get along with so many people. You know what I mean? And it's like, no, you know, and Marsh is very intuitive. Like, she's got, she really does, but that's because of other placements. It's not just because she's a Pisces. You know how a lot of people are like, oh, I'm a Pisces sun. Yeah, who gives a shit? Like, that's the stuff that I don't like. I don't like energy like that. Like, I don't give a fuck. That doesn't impress me. So you're telling me you're a better reader or you're more intuitive because you're a Pisces? Get the fuck out of here. My Scorp and my chart would take you down any day. But I was meant to have that much Scorp in my fucking chart to kind of, I'd say, more debate than to use it in a negative way, but like, again, she looks at things with the sun, and I look at things more of like with the shadow. But I'm very optimistic. I'm still a very positive person. I'm just very realistic at the same time, because every human being on this planet has a shadow side that people don't want to see. That's why you have those fake ass people on fucking social media acting like they're all happy when they're not, or dishing out their fucking dirt. And it's, everybody has a side of them, and some people feel more comfortable dishing out their dirt. And it's not about revenge. It's about, at that point, it could be about the attention. But for some people, it's not their intention. They don't want attention. They're just doing it because it's a placement of their chart and it makes them feel better. Get what I'm saying? So like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't judge a book by its cover either, but you can't come at me and try to impress me with the knowledge you think you know, when I look at something deeper. I look at the root of something, so maybe that's why Marsh never brought her around, to be quite honest with you. To be quite honest with me, you know what I mean? Because maybe she knew we would clash, or, I mean, I don't know. I think it's strange that I've been in Marsh's life over 10 years and it's the first time I've ever met this chick. And it's not because she's just busy, you know what I mean? So, again, I think, I don't know. And to be honest with you, when they planned this, I wasn't even going to go to this concert. And last minute, I decided to go, and she's the one that actually had the extra ticket, the woman, you know what I mean? So it's just, at first I was sitting there, I was like, yay, I met somebody from my tribe. This is great. I'm making a friend. And then I'm like, oh, yeah, no. Like, we can do other things together. I think you're like sweet, but I don't ever want to talk about spirituality with you ever again in my entire life. And that's how I feel, like, that's just where I'm at. So again, like, got the 5th house, you got passion right here. It's that Venus. So my passion, my creativity comes from Scorpio, and she's like, oh, I'm a Taurus. And I'm like, bitch, I got 4 placements of Taurus. I got more Taurus on my chart than you are a fucking Taurus sun. You get what I'm saying? So like, she's looking at things, I think she's more on the astrologically side of like knowledge, where I'm kind of, again, I'm both, but I like the depth. I like education. I like, like, it's just, we're just opposites. That's all. It's not a big deal, but like, opposite enough to know that I already like can't be like bothered, and not in a bad way. It's really not. It doesn't impress me. I heard it again. Like, it don't impress me much. So it, again, like, I don't nourish your own fucking body. Like, when it comes to my messages, when it comes to dreams, like what you're eating, you know what I mean? Like, notice like what people are eating around you. Like, when we were pregame, we went to a restaurant and there was like 8 of us right off the rip. And majority of them, one got salmon, one got fish and chips. Mash got something, tuna, raw fish, tacos. I got the French dip. I did red meat, and the person across from me did regular tuna. And I think Josh did like a surf and turf with like scallops and steak. And I'm looking at like and I know like seafood is nourishment. I don't like it. I can eat tuna once in a while. It has to just be made a particular way. Like, I won't even order tuna as like a sub from certain places because some is too much mayonnaise or not enough mayonnaise. And is it mayonnaise or is it Miracle Whip, or, you know what I mean? Like, I'm very, very picky with when I do eat tuna fish. And I would love to eat seafood. I don't enjoy it. I don't like the taste of it, And I know certain fish isn't supposed to taste like fishy. So, if I ever come across that, great. So this really is about nourishment, and it's nourishing your body in the way of like intake, in the way of intake. It's like perception for the soul. Like your soul needs a different perception. And somebody's like using their ego or their house placements or an astrological viewpoint of something. But this is, to me, this is about feeding your soul. And again, I'm getting pulls like this Aquarius. That's why you're so good with friends. And I'm thinking to myself, me and Marsh, out of all my friends, we're the only ones that clash. We love each other to death, but we clash. But we mesh. But I'm so strong. My spirituality is so strong. I will lose a friend over it because I would choose my spirituality. Because I know what's best for me. And I'm not going to deal with somebody that, goes behind my back and talks shit and then like in front of me doesn't like own what they say, or you know what I mean? And I'm getting this too, and she's doing that here too, you know what I mean? Like I've told Mosh plenty of times, like, I don't need you. Like, I love you. I love you, love you, love you. Like, we're definitely soulmates. But I don't need anybody in my life that I'm going to get that I'll put it this way. I don't need anybody in my life that's not authentic. Period. And that's the truth. I'm just wasting my time. Because I've said to Mosh before too, like, oh, you talk shit about me about this, not. I found out, like, but she's like, yeah, but I'm just venting. I don't vent to my friends like that. I don't go behind, like, they all have that circle. I've had this conversation with you guys before, like, and it's not a bad thing. It's just them. I don't need to vent about somebody else to somebody else. And some people's mindsets like, well, we're just venting. It's not like a big deal. Like, we're all friends, but it's like, no. And again, like I had said something like, she's like, oh, I've never met you, this chick. And I was like, yeah, I thought we met once. I said, regardless, I was like, well, you know enough about me. Apparently Marsha's talked enough shit because it was a big thing like 2 years ago when Marsha was mad at me and she said something and somebody came back and said something to me that she said something and then I said something that, yeah. So, yep, nope. He said, she said, like not doing that. So there's something else going on here too. And and I did kind of put them both in an uncomfortable situation. And I looked at Marsha and I just kind of giggled. And the other chick, looked at me and was just kind of like, huh? But Marsha knew what I was saying. But it's probably another reason why she hasn't brought around me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, guys. Like, there's Capricorn energy here because Ange is a Capricorn. And Ange knew instantly my vibe was off. And I instantly I said something real quick as we were walking to the not a big deal, like not talking shit. I mentioned the whole like Scorpio thing. Like, oh, you're one of them. And it's just the way she said it, but she said it so nonchalantly. Like, I think she didn't even mean it as like, oh, you're one of them. But like, meaning like you take something so personally. But like, if you have such a strong belief in regards to your chart and your sun and how you're looking at things, like, why would you not protect your own beliefs instead of being like, oh, you really believe like your chart is like your social security number, as if it was like outdated. And I'm just like, okay. Like that's what made me be like, I have no interest in talking to you. And it's not because she didn't have the same belief. It's facts. Your chart is more valuable than it holds the knowledge. It holds the key to your life. Like, so you want to call me stubborn, then go ahead. I don't care. But you can manipulate and work with like your chart like you wouldn't believe. And don't think for 1 second if you were dealing with a narcissist, they wouldn't take that to their advantage. Narcissists use a different type of energy. Now imagine if they had your chart. You'd be wrecked. You'd be kept in a fucking cage. You'd be a slave. Because they just touch base on planets and energy. Because they're not even educated. They're just straight up fucking dickheads. You know? And then she's like, oh, yes, you're Scorpio, like, or something. And I was just like, I wanted to be like, I got 4 placements of Scorpio. And my Venus is in Taurus. So in all reality, I know how to work with my Venus in Taurus because it rules Taurus. And the fact that my North Node is Libra, I'm definitely that energy. You know, like, I can, like, I'm basically saying I know I can work with my Taurus more than she can work with her Taurus sun. Because it's just, I have that Venetian energy. It's the right placements. You know what I mean? So it's like the fact that my Venus is actually in Taurus and it's actually in the 5th house. Not the 5th house. So, well, yeah, but I'm also getting I'm getting pulled to Gemini. But it's just, it's hard to explain. Like, it doesn't matter that you're a Venus sun. You know, like where my placements are in the house where my Venus lies and the fact that my North Node is Libra, like, it doesn't matter if you're a Taurus sun. I can work with my Taurus more than you can because I was forced to. Because it's my path. Is, you know what I mean? Like, people like, oh, you're an Aries sun, you know, like, or you're a Taurus sun, or you're a Cancer. Like, that does not explain your fucking chart, people. It doesn't. You know, it just doesn't. So, and it's not the placements in my chart that are making me stubborn. It's the projected energy that makes me be like, you know what, I don't want to have a conversation with you, because the way she was explaining things to me as if she was trying to educate me on knowledge I already knew. I don't need you to show me the other side. I work with the fucking shadow. I know what it's like to be in the fucking light. I don't need you. Oh, no, sweetheart. Go drink your White Claw in the corner. I'll sip on my tequila. And I wasn't even drinking tequila. I'm just saying, like, that's how offset the energy was, you know? I don't even think she knew I was a reader. Because she's like, oh my God, you're into that stuff too. And Marsha's like, I tell you all the time. She's into it, you know? But, because then she was sitting there, she's like, oh, you have to tell me Josh's, like, birthday and stuff. She's like, I want to know what moon he is. And I'm sitting here to myself, like, why don't you just enjoy it? Like, why the fuck do you care? Are you a counselor? You know? And then she was worried about judgment too. And I was like, I said to her, like, you don't have to impress me. Like, she's like, her beach chair was all like beat up and stuff, and she's got like a little Demula's bag with her stuff in it, but she wasn't spending the night, right? But she was like, oh, normally, you know, I'd have like my Yeti bag or a cooler. She was trying to like tell me like this, and she's like, I just don't have a nice beach chair in my trunk. She's like, because I actually own a beach house. And I'm just like, are we having this fucking conversation? Like, the bell just rang. Like, we're not in fucking class. Like, that's great you have a beach house. I already knew you had a beach house. You don't have to impress me because you have a beat up fucking chair in your back seat and you're carrying a Demula's bag. What a fucking concert. You know what I mean? So, like, she has that Taurus. I bet you she has a Sag rising. You know, I think she did say something. I think she actually does. And I think she did say that. It sounds familiar. It makes sense that she'd have a Sag. There's that materialistic aspect, but like that comfort aspect too. And like her material things. You know what I mean? Or Gemini, yeah. So that's what, so so it's a, so this is funny that we're having this conversation, because this tells me that right off the rip that somebody's using their ego to like approach you, or there's something, and it's just like you can't be bothered. So if there's not any change in regards to something, then again, like you can't be bothered. Like if somebody can't ground something with root, community, source, change, arrival, like, and again, my dreams, it could be you're working with Aquarius energy, Aquarius and Aries energy this week. Nothing is in that. I mean, there's other placements in it, but it is as regards like shifts that are happening now. There's nothing big, because even Mercury, even if the shadow side, the pre-shadow, but that goes into Virgo. But then it goes into like Leo. So it's like, well, we got Mars here and Uranus with Aquarius, Mars, and then Sun, and then the root, so, and again, there's like an experimental thing happening with energy this week. So the energies might be like, whoa, tipsy-turvy or something. Because again, like now I feel like I gotta go pee. Remember, I was sitting on the toilet, for those who are right. I know it sounds so weird or gross saying that for those who just jumped on, but like, it's like bathroom thoughts. So you might need to create a space where you can go and it shifts your thoughts. Like that's a thing. Like to me, I can't just sit down here on my bed and meditate. Like I could if I wanted to, but like me physically shifting my spots shifts my energy. Like that's how they say you lay on your left side or your right side. When I can't sleep, like I literally turn sides and my brain actually shifts thoughts. And some people are like, huh? And I didn't train my brain to do that. Like your brain actually is supposed to do that. Unless you're just so focused on one thing that it's not going to automatically do something it's supposed to do. You know what I mean? And like if you're really hot, like put on a thin sheet with a fan. It will cool you off. You don't want to put the sheet on because you think you're hot. That actually cools your body temperature down. And if you flip back and forth within like 3 minutes, you'll actually have the chills at that point and you'll be able to sleep. So there's a little tip for somebody who can't sleep if it's too hot. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like you can have central AC and sleep with the sheet. I think you'd be cold, but a very thin top layer of anything, if you put the fan on, it's going to cool you down. So hey, I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick if I pull all the cards. It just took us an hour to get those messages out there, but they were important. So again, I keep getting like, it don't impress me much. So something somebody's doing is like, it's not impressive. Oh, you grew a muscle. Oh, yeah, okay. I gained some fat cells. And where's your personality? Where's your authenticity? I just think at the end of the day, like, ultimately, you know what's best for you, whether you're doing it or not. But then there's another energy that thinks they know what's best for them, or they think they know what's best for you, but it's like, it's not. You highly disagree. But I'm also like, there's ego here, guys. You know what I mean? Like, there's, like, you want something more authentic. You don't want, okay, yeah, you look great, you worked out, it was good for you, like, self-motivation, that's great. But now you got to drop the ego. The ego's got to go, and could it be my ego with this conversation, like over the weekend I had with this person? Did my ego get in the way? But me personally, I don't think so. She could think it did. But again, my ego could have gotten in the way a little bit without me knowing, because, certain things. But again, don't try to fucking educate me on shit I know. I can't fucking stand that. And that's not me being stubborn. It's not a thing in my chart. I love to learn. Like, but if you're going to come at me, like, she lost me at, oh, you're one of them. That's all it took. That's all it took. You lost me. Yep. I can't be around people like that. Don't, like, I got in a big fight, like, in front of my family. I think it was last year with my sister. But I lost my shit. Don't. And she was like, I'm just trying to care for you. I'm just trying to, like, help you. But it's like, don't educate me on shit I already fucking know. And I felt bad, but at the same time, I think everybody's face was shocked. Like, nobody knew what to say. Like, nobody knew what to say. They were all just like, what the actual? But I was right. So it's not my ego. Somebody can't differentiate something here. Maybe they don't know they're in their ego, and you do, and you can't fucking be bothered, and it's a turnoff, But somebody's like, oh, this person's gonna like me more because, I don't know, my dick is thicker. How do you have a thicker dick? Like, it's just not it's not a thing. Like, your ego can think you convince yourself that your dick is better. Like, because there's something here again with, like, a penis. Like, again, the numbers keep going down. People are having a tough time with this conversation. And I keep looking at it as if it's relevant. So apparently it is relevant. Could be the number 38. You have it right here, the root chakra. They need to be more rooted. I wouldn't have that many people click off if they weren't grounded. You know what I mean? Or they have this strong belief where they're not meshing with me right now. People don't like being educated in their shadow. And again, to me, like, it's not my shadow side, like, that's struggling with education. It's just, I just can't be bothered. You lose me. You know what I mean? Like, you just lose my interest. It's just that simple. It's not my shadow. It's just, you lose my interest. There's nothing interesting about this conversation or about this energy that I want to be bothered with. That's what this is. You know what I mean? So, fuck if I know. But all those messages were important messages for you guys before the cards even started coming out, So, and I said I almost started at 25, but then I was gonna timestamp it at 24, but I was starting with the 25. I'm gonna start with a very spiritual number 7 as well. You know what I mean? So, like, it's more than just, like, my conversations are a huge message within this reading, but you need someone to be more authentic and assertive. And maybe you need to be more authentic and assertive within a community project or within your town. Your town wants to, build on this land, and you're like, taxes are going to rise, yada, yada, yada. But you could always go to the town meeting and try to fight it, but you don't. You bitch instead. You know what I mean? Like, but you could, and believe it or not, like, you might have a different perception on something, and it then changes somebody's perspective, and that changes the vote depending on how many people are on the council. You get what I'm saying? So, like, you can improve a situation by doing something about it. And it could be that a message for you or this person, grounding a certain situation versus pussyfooting around, like, here we go around the Midway bush, like a duck goose, like in a fucking circle. Like, the fuck, no one wants to chase a fucking duck around the yard. Like, give me a fucking break. Grow the fuck up. Be a man, be a woman. Yeah, see, you're in that shadow, like, you're in a shadow Venus, I think, but like in a good way. I don't think it's a bad way, guys. I think you've had enough. You're just like, you're so over a situation. You're so over it. Like, but wait, I'm back and my penis works. Oh wait, I'm back and my muscles, look at my muscles. Or like, you're just like, the fuck? And it was probably someone you're not even talking about, and you had no idea this person was even thinking in this way, and you're just over here living your fucking life. Like, great. Like that's wonderful. Like, it's like, you don't impress me much. Like, here we go again. Like, somebody thinks like this is going to be impressive to you. Like, and it's like, the only part that you would probably find impressive is like, great motivation, good job. But the minute they open their mouth and their ego comes out, you're going to be like, no, thank you. Nope, and not today. You're not having it. You don't give a fuck. I just noticed the third hand there that I did not pick up on when I was staring at this card. It's like the third wheel, or a third entity, a third person. Like, get the fuck out of here in my conversation. Like, I just see all these blackbirds. It's like, get the fuck out of here with your bullshit. Shit or get off the pot is underestimated right now. That doesn't make any sense. I don't fucking know. Seriously. You got solitude with change, which is kind of like the hermit. So Virgo energy, you got glam, it's kind of Sag energy, Venus, resurrection with root. Here we go with this third hand with community. You have gratitude, being thankful, being part of something. Again, it could be religion, it could be belief. You can have whatever religion and belief you want. Solo magic with the sun. Like, to me, like, I'd be totally okay with somebody who went to the temple or the church or was any religion, as long as it didn't interfere with mine. We're good. You got a belief. I'm happy you have a belief. Having a belief is important, to me anyway. So as long as you see my viewpoint and I see yours, and we both see each other's viewpoint without an argument being there or trying to convert somebody or trying to convince somebody that this is better, then we're good. We're golden. I'll even go with you here and there. That doesn't bother me. You know what I mean? But that's me. So somebody here might not understand your belief, or it's too much for them. Like, I'm telling you, like, I present myself. Everyone thinks I'm a Leo, but like, it's the Cancer in me and the Scorpio, but it's a lot of the Scorpio and Taurus, and I do have the same amount of freaking Gemini too. And in Vedic, I am Gemini. I am a Gemini. But again, I'm hearing that's like my gab. I do have the gift of gabbing. And not gabbing as in like drama or heard it through the grapevine. It's education too. You know what I mean? Like, you just keep talking, you keep going. It's like the Energizer Bunny, It's like, but like with conversation, like I can just sometimes I gotta tell myself stop talking, in the classroom, the old school report cards you'd bring home in a manila folder, you know what I mean? Like, student chats a lot, needs to work on chatting a lot, I always had that in my report card, but like, I don't even remember it being like that, but like it was, pleasant to have in class, but definitely needs to, concentrate or, definitely chats, whatever the case may be. But I work with my Scorpio, like I work with the dark goddesses. Like it is what it is. Like it's not going to fucking change. So, and I got no problem telling people that I love working with the shadow. I will rock my fucking black wings all fucking day long and give you my fucking thoughts on a situation. But I also have that tender, very caring, sensitive side of me too. But you piss me off, or you're talking in your ego, we're not gonna clash. Which is, it is what it is. Don't try to educate me on knowledge I already know. Don't come at me don't come at me with your ego. Like there's nothing impressive about your fucking ego. All I want is assertiveness and who you are. It's like that energy, like once they had brown eyes and now they have green. Like that would creep me the fuck out. Like take out your contacts. Like to me, that would be an instant turn off. Like that would tell me like you're trying to change something about yourself that doesn't, like, you didn't do it because it makes you feel better. You did it because you think it attracts other energies towards you. That's a shadow I don't want to work with. I can't be bothered. That's like an ugly shadow. That's like an entity. When I say shadow side, like when I work with my shadow, I'm rocking my black wings. I'm not using it in a manipulative way. Like I'm still being authentic. It's, I can be intense. But that's me. That's like, so like when I'm with people, I don't look up their chart. Like I don't give a shit. We either mesh or we fucking don't. You know what I mean? But like after time, like I can look at a chart like Marsha's and be like, oh, I get it. This is why, this is where we clash, because we work with our moon energy differently. My moon is a Capricorn, hers is an Aquarius. They're right next to each other, like cusping, but it's not. That's a hard, because we have to mesh those energies. So it's actually a hard mesh. But we have enough love for each other that we figure out how to mesh them, or we just don't have those conversations. And that's the truth. And when she wants the truth, she comes to me and I give it to her. She doesn't always want to hear it, but she's got enough love for me to hear it and to try to work with it, if that makes sense. I'm very good at educating people with what is going on and how to get to where you need to be. Not everybody likes that energy. You're a lot like me. You don't like to be educated like that either. Like I'm very like, this is my belief and I don't give a fuck what you think about how I think about my belief. Get the fuck out of here, conversation over. That's probably why I'm good at what I do. That's probably why I'm good at debating, going head to head, toe to toe, quick on my toes, quick to say something. I haven't practiced it. It's my chart. It's my personality. It's my belief. It's not manipulation. It's just something I'm good at. Like even my parents living with them, like they don't know this side of me. Like they can watch the YouTube and they see a different side of me. Like sometimes I go up there and they're watching old ass videos and I'm like, why are you watching these old ass videos? You know what I mean? You should be watching like the newer videos or whatever, Jen, I'm not a debater, I observe. Yeah, some people are like that. I don't observe. I have a very strong opinion. But if I'm in a situation where I need to observe, I know how to bite my tongue too. Like I'm not an asshole. But my face does say a lot. You know what I mean? Like even at the concert, people were picking up on that. But it was dying laughing because it was a chick and she had long hair. And I kept getting flinged in the face. And I looked at Josh and other people and I was like, oh my God, that must be what it's like for my hair. You know what I mean? But a lot of strangers were touching my hair too. And I could hear them back. Oh my God, I love her hair. And I'm just like, oh my God, like stop touching my fucking hair. everybody was touching my hair. Like, I was just like, okay, like, Ange, Marsh, they all touch it a lot, but Josh was touching a lot. Just a lot of people would like it. It wasn't really bothering me, but it was my face though with this other chick, and I'm like, but I was laughing because I'm like, this is how you guys must feel like with my hair, you know. So it was kind of funny. And the attention on my hair didn't really bother me, but like it is like an aura people uphold to my hair, and I always wear it down versus up, and it's not an intention thing. It's intentional on my end when it comes to energy. I feel like my neck would be vulnerable, or your hair does protect your aura as well. A lot of people don't know that. With your hair down, you can also pick up on a lot more energy. With your hair up, there's certain energies that can be blocked. But that's my brain. That you won't find too many people's brains who work like that. Like, that's how my brain works. And it's true. And I remember I had it up because I was fucking hot. And then there was somebody behind me, and I think Marsh thought I thought he was cute, and I put my hair back down. And she gave me that smirk as if like, and I smirked at her too, but it wasn't like I wasn't doing it to be attractive, but she thought, she read it as it was flirtatious, you know. And I just noticed here her hair's covered in hair, it's down and wavy, you know. So there's something with your hair here, but to me it's more than just your hair. It could be an attraction thing, but like it's more like, it's not the glam that I'm talking about. It's more like this gratitude, and it's not even gratitude. It could be like, it's more like solo magic. You know what I mean? A combination of solitude, gratitude, solo magic. It's your perception, you know, but your perception, other people are reading it as their perception. So there's perspective here and perception. You need that perception. You have that perception. Somebody already has a perspective of something, because that's socialism. That's like a social, what's the word I'm looking for? Like it's matrix. Okay, I live outside the matrix, but when I'm in the matrix, like this is where my brain goes. But like everybody's brain is, they already have a perspective on it. But like me, it's about perception, because perception comes before perspective. The minute you open your eyes, your retina, the minute, that's your perspective, that's your perception. So like if it's raining, the birds are chirping, it's annoying, that's your perspective for the day. It's not going to go so well, or it's going to be one of those days, blah 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 blah. But if you open your eyes and, you know, it's a positive thought, or you're hearing something positive, or it's light, or it's, you know, the sun is shining, like, oh, it's going to be a good day. You know what I mean? Like, then your perspective for the day is going to be that. So you can change the way you think about something every single time you open your eyes, every single morning, or after meditation, or anything, you know. But people go with the matrix perspective. They already have that perspective of a situation or a person, because it's conditioning, it's matrix, it's societal viewpoints, it's politics, you know what I mean? But you can change your perspective about something, but you choose not to, because your own chart, or your stubbornness, or your ego, or conditioning, you know? So, and the thing is, like, I typically don't like people touching my hair, but I was allowing people to touch my hair, which is very strange, because I typically don't. And it wasn't like the Venetian energy of like seduction of the Saturnian. Like, it wasn't like that. It was like, I don't know if people needed certain energy. Like, I don't know, like certain people, like Marsh and all my close friends love to touch my hair. Like, I don't know. It's almost like maybe it's Reiki for them. I don't fucking know, guys. You know, it's like but like strangers were touching like the bottom of my hair, like stroking my hair or just like twirling their fingers in it. And I just let them. I don't know why. Spirit let them, I'll put it like that. And for those who have a strong belief, will understand what I'm saying, somebody in the matrix will be like, that makes no sense. That sounds stupid. Okay, well, that's because you know, that's your perspective of something. That's, you know what I mean? That's conditioning. That's been your thought because you choose not to change your thought. You're choosing not to look at something differently. And I wouldn't allow that all the time. I really wouldn't. I was even nervous about this concert. I'm glad I went because I needed that vibe that I haven't had in a while. But I did do like a little bouncing back and forth, hands and like, but it was hard. I also had to take like 2 painkillers that night because I was standing there. So I think between a couple of the drinks and the painkillers, like it was just kind of like, I was just feeling the vibe. Like, and even the speakers were louder than normal. Like, cause it was almost like piercing. Like we could feel the beat because we're in the pit. Whenever we go to the pavilion, we're in the pit. So, like I don't know how to explain it. But it was higher than normal. Like the pitch, the frequency, where it kind of hurt my ears, but not really. But me and Marsh both felt it, and everybody else was kind of like, no, they didn't like feel it like we felt it. So there's a reason for everything. A reason why I went. You know what I mean? Went and saw Hardy. It was a great concert. But the painkillers too. Like I wasn't even drinking a lot, but it's just I don't know. Like it was just I don't know. Maybe it just made me more like almost like I couldn't feel my hair. I knew they were touching my hair, but I couldn't feel it. But when it was ironic though, because when somebody else would touch my hair, it was because Angela was already touching my hair or Bella was touching my hair. You know what I mean? Like, and then somebody else was like, oh my God, I love their hair. Like every time one of my girlfriends or something touched my hair, another guy would be like, isn't her hair amazing? Like I could just hear them as if like it was in my ear, but like everything else was so fucking loud, but I could still hear what that person was saying, but not what my friend was saying. So it's almost like, I don't know if this is like a different type of Reiki, but it could have been like a Reiki for somebody else. So it's like I said, like almost like my friends were given permission for somebody to like touch my hair because every time they touched it, they're like, "Oh, do you think some guy was like, you think I can touch it?" And she's like, "Yeah, go ahead." Like like, but I'm like, they didn't even ask me. But I think because Ange was touching my hair, it was already like rooted. I don't know how to explain it, guys. I really don't. Like, it's almost like a headdress. You know what I mean? Like, I really don't know how to break down that type of message for you. But I also don't feel like I have to explain myself, you know. But it's not the stubborn side of me. Like it is even weird for me to even tell you. Like it feels like a Reiki thing. You know what I mean? But like I really think it was something like that. And again, when Marsh looked at me like with the glamour energy as if like it was flirtatious, but it wasn't. My neck was vulnerable. I don't like my neck being vulnerable. Not when there's that many people around. I'll sweat my ass off. Even at the beach, my hair is down. Like my hair is only up. And you'll probably notice that in photos and stuff. My hair is only up when I'm around good friends. When I'm out and about, my hair is down. It's not because I like my hair and I want everybody to look at it. It's more like a protection thing. And I don't wear my hair down like, oh, you know, like I'm like any other girl. Like, oh, my hair looks good, good hair day. Or you know what I mean? But like, and I love me in braids, you know, but like I feel really vulnerable when I wear braids. And it's just, why go out and feel vulnerable if I don't have to? Like wearing my hair down feels like it gives me security. So to me, it's energy. So there really is something with energy here, like change and solitude. It's kind of like the hermit kind of going in. It's that Uranus energy, which ironically enough doesn't really kick in. I wonder where Uranus is right now. Maybe in fire. But it changes at the end of, I want to say September, but it's August. You got two energies of Aquarius, the Sun and Aries. Like whatever this is, like this is you like creating something. But again, like you could be like meshing oils together or crushing up seeds in your hands. Like again, I got pulled to my dream again with this root chakra. And it could be like you need more vegetables. Like my dream was all about fruit. And I think that was an important message for you because it was literally a pineapple / mango in one, as if like you'd like a new species. You would breed two different dogs, you know what I mean? And a poodle and something else, and now it's a shih tzu or a shit doodle. Like, you know what I mean? It's whatever they are. You know, so it's, to me, like, that's a message for me to give to you and also to myself. But I see these black birds, and I like it. It's that darker energy with that resurrection. It is like the phoenix. It is like a death. It is like a tower. It is that Scorpio energy, you know, meshed with like the Capricorn. But Capricorns aren't usually dark. Their darkness comes from a different energy. You know what I mean? So again, this isn't about the sun sign. This is about, and I've been saying this off and on for a good month now. It's almost like everybody's birth chart is getting switched. And that pulls me to last summer. Astrology wanted to start switching birth charts moving forward. And then I remember Marsh saying something, well, that would change everyone's birth chart. I said, but yes, going forward. And that would be a good thing. If the shift is like that, I think that's a good thing. If it doesn't, just because you're here alive on this planet now, it doesn't mean that everything in your chart now changes. Your chart stays the same. You want to incorporate those energies, great. But if scientists and astro scientists and what's the word I'm looking for? I'm getting archaeology here. But if they have enough knowledge and science behind it to shift birth charts, do it. And yes, it's happening, guys. Like it's part of the ascension that's been happening. It's just more obvious now. You know what I mean? So like if they do switch a birth chart, like don't get all bent out of shape. It's only going to benefit your future children, your grandchildren. It's only going to benefit generations to come. Okay. So don't get your panties in a bunch. But that's the vibe I'm getting, as if like Earth, the planets are shifting, because I'm telling you, the last month, if not a little longer, it's been all about houses and placements. That's why I said, like, please go to like Cafe Astrology and get your free chart. It is only going to benefit you. You know, I'm not trying to waste my breath saying that to you guys. Like, it's the fact. So if you're struggling here, like it's like really going within, but this is the arrival. Like somebody's looking at you like this. And I like how these two colors are actually meshing. It's that Aries energy. Glam, it doesn't have to be Sag, but I'm just saying, like, it's that pink. It's a girly color, but it doesn't have to be girly. Caden likes pink, he likes purple. You know what I mean? Like, so it's just got pulled to the yellow, pink and yellow, pink and yellow, pink and yellow. I'm getting pulled to the pink over here too with solitude. So pink's a big color for you. Pink shorts, pink. I literally tell myself to write a message of all the colors and to tack it on, and not to tack it onto, but something, so I don't have to do this every time. Spiritual meaning of the color pink. Oh, I typed punk. emotional love, self-love, friendship, affection, harmony, inner peace, promoting feelings of love and kindness, the journey of your heart. It's basically everything I'm talking about when it comes to authenticity. So love, compassion, and inner peace, because that's what I'm saying. Like, you might be, that's why I said to you, like, you might be projecting that glam, but you're not. And that's exactly what I just said to you with you and Marsh, like with me and Marsh, when I put my hair down. And she looked at it as it was like a seductive thing, and it wasn't. It was like a protection thing, So like, your energy has already shifted here, but people are looking at it like differently, like not the way you would look at it, if that makes sense. I don't even really know how to explain it. I know some of you are kind of understanding what I'm saying. Others of you, I probably lost you. And I don't know, like, statute of limitations. I don't know what that's about. This is a big change with Uranus for you guys, and it doesn't come. Well, maybe when the sun is in Aquarius, so the sun always shifts planets. I wonder what. So the next time that sun is in Aquarius, when Aquarius today, and tomorrow, and the 26th, and then it goes into Pisces, Aries, Pisces again, and it goes into Taurus. It hits Taurus, Capricorn today. Yesterday. Hits Taurus on the 30th. So it's ironic that those are all the energies that are here. So come towards the end of the week, you're really going to be in your aura towards the end of the week with this Aries energy and the sun. And I'm not talking like the sun in Aries. I'm talking like the placements for the rest. And this is that first house I started talking about. I said the 9th, something with the 25th, 9, 10, 11, 12, something with the 12th numbers. So towards the end of the month, this energy is really going to kick in, and you might just like sprout. Like going into July, your energy just shifts. Somebody could think they lost you here, because now we're back to that other energy. Like, not like it's too late, but it could be too late. Like, got Pisces over here too at Uranus. I'm getting that Pisces vibe, but it's also going into Pisces. See, Uranus already shifted, and then it shifts again January 2024. And it peaks in Taurus, October and November, which I wanted to talk about when I start doing the astro reads, which is coming up for July. July, August, September, October. I think I was going to go the next 5 months for you. I didn't forget about that, guys. I still do it. I want to change this to the sun and the moon, but it starts in July. I'm going to start reading in July. But this makes sense why this is that end of June, because it's going into July, and these are the placements that you guys are working with. So there is a shift that you're going into. Jesus, my mom's birthday is Sunday. How is it July already? I just had a huge breeze on my back. So the weather shift too. And I did a weather read the other day. I was trying to get more weather, and it was about more like the heat or the coldness or the atmosphere, or, it was how it changes. The weather changes your personality. And it has a lot to do with the summer solstice. I was supposed to come back and do a summer solstice read. I feel like I got to pee again before I throw these cards. I feel like it's like invasive. Like when I say that, I don't. Yeah, the energy is definitely shifting. getting pulled to the color white, and white is about purity, authenticity, right? So, because I was like, I don't even want to drive my car today. My car is white. If I gotta go anywhere, and I'm not nervous about getting in a car accident or anything, but it's the color. It was pink, and now it went to white, and I was looking at my toilet paper, and I was like, oh, it's white. But in all reality, like, it shouldn't be any other color, but that's not true. It should, not like pink or yellow, but like it should be brown. It comes from trees. It's paper, you know what I mean? So it's almost like they bleached the toilet paper and we're wiping our fucking crotch with it, you know? So it's like, that's not going to change. So I don't know what to tell you there, but again, it brings me to the beginning of the fucking read where you're looking more for like authenticity. You're not looking for like all the other shit. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's like the end of the reading, to be quite fucking honest with you. Like, that's your fucking message. Like, if anything comes toward you that's not authentic, or you feel like you're not being authentic, you're going to struggle this week with making some type of change or shift. I do think personally you guys need more fruit. Again, mango, pineapple, blueberries, blackberries, or red raspberries, or strawberries, something with seeds. But it was in my dream, it was like a red raspberry, and then when I got closer, they turned all black, you know. So to me, a blackberry or a raspberry this week. And I know fruit can be expensive, but spend the extra money this week on fruit. Wake up eating fruit, go to bed eating fruit. Try that for a week. And I just got pulled to cantaloupe. Oh, you got lies. I just realized lies. Yeah, to be careful, guys. You got the dance over here with solitude and change. So somebody's coming at you. And that's what I'm saying. Like, there's a shift here, and I don't know what it quite is, but this to me isn't lying to yourself. Like, this is all about authenticity, guys. I'm not kidding. Like, if you're not going to be who you are, then don't bother. And that's the fucking truth. And I just heard that's a promise with the other one. You know, so like, somebody's not going to get too far with you. Somebody's looking at you more like sexually. This might be the penis thing. I don't know. But like, I promise you, like, that's not going to work. Like, and if there was an issue with the penis or not working or whatever the case may be, like, because it was like, it stems from their own insecurity. It's their root. You know what I mean? Like, they're looking at it like it's their insecurity, and that insecurity got projected onto you, or their thoughts of you, or, you know what I mean? Like, but this is very calm, beautiful energy. Like, but this is almost like her saying, like, I promise you, like, we're not going to get anywhere if you're going to come at me and not be authentic. So you could have been dealing with this energy since Uranus changed last summer, August 2028. So sometime within that time period, you were dealing with somebody else's insecurities. And it could be obviously multiple people. You know, but like, you've changed. So like, you're not having it. Yeah, you're definitely connected with your tribe here with resurrection and root, especially with this promise. Like, I know this is you guys' energy here. This energy, it could be you, it already happened, but the fact that lies is there, like, this could be you, like, realizing, like, man, I've been fake for the last, 11 months. Like, I haven't really been me. Or this is somebody else around you that is just now realizing, like, what am I doing? So I don't really want to focus on that other energy over there, because to me, I mean, you can't be bothered either, because even with the toilet paper being white, it shouldn't be white. And white is the message for you guys when it comes to authenticity, that purity, that awareness. But to me, it's purity, right? And like I said, like, I've never sat on the toilet before and was like, oh, this toilet paper is actually bleached. Yep, it is. Because your toilet paper, if it was to remain natural, and maybe they have to bleach it for, parasites. I don't know, but I'm hearing no. Look at all the tribes that have been around for, the beginning of time. Like, people who, like, look at all the tribes where people, our people, the Matrix people, will go to these other countries and like these people never seen like white skin, like those type of tribes. Like you think their toilet paper is white? It's not. With community, you got family. I like this energy. This is being appreciative, people appreciating you. It's your tribes, it's your ancestors. Your guides are guiding you to start something. And I think it might literally come out of fucking nowhere. And it's just that inner knowing that you have. And there's that ancestors, like I just said, that's your ancestors coming at you. So this might be out of nowhere. Like me, I do tarot. I love it. It's passion, this thing. But then all of a sudden I could be like into like magic in the sense of like, I'm now working with herbs and stones and putting them side by side and teaching you guys to place an amethyst with a smoky quartz, you know what I mean? And meshing those energies. So I'm just saying, like, something can come out of nowhere here, but it comes from like your soul. So I do think you're getting messages. Like I'm telling you, like how I was cooking, like, and I've said to you guys, like, plenty of times, like when I have my own space, like to chit chat and have a glass of wine while I cook with you guys. And I sometimes do that when my parents aren't home, and I feel like it's their space up there, even though it's my space too. But like they're always watching TV while I'm cooking. Like the rooms are connected, if that makes sense, right? So like it'd be disturbing them. It's not that I don't care. Like I'd be disturbing them watching like the news or what, you know what I mean? So like I don't think it was like, yeah, start a cooking channel. It wasn't like that. It was family, it was community, it was tribes. Like, and this little 4-year-old was bringing things to the table for other people, but dropped them. But it was like, it's okay. You know, you're just starting, and people 4 years old, they usually don't cook. But it does pull me to a video I pulled up the other day with this little boy was helping the mom was like, she was alive. I don't know if she had like lots of seizures and she can only use like one hand. And this little boy was probably around the same age, making rice and cooking and doing this stuff and helping the mother, you know, and the family. That's what they do in certain traditions, how I mentioned tribes, you know what I mean? So like it's important to you to have that type of connection right now. And if you don't get it, you can't be bothered. And to me here, this isn't stubbornness. So you're not turning your back. This is beautiful fucking energy. It's like a promise you made to yourself. It's a promise you made before when you came into this world. It's a promise you made last week, whatever the case may be. And your tribe's got you here at Resurrection. And this community, create, gratitude, family. Create's not even here, so you're probably creating. Oh yeah, creation, solo magic, you know. So it could be with your town, it could be with your backyard, it can be with a community of bees. Maybe all of a sudden you decide to have a beehive. This kind of looks like a bee, but like it could be something you're creating too with this knowing, you know. And it's absolutely fucking beautiful. It's actually stunning. To me, this isn't sabotaging or lying to yourself. Like this is energy that kind of wants to be part of your journey. And I feel like it's going to get cut off, or you can't be bothered, because if they're not coming at you, like forget it. Like this energy is thinking about you, and you're just thinking about yourself, nourishing your body, taking care of yourself, watering your own garden, getting enough rest. Like honestly, that's where you're at with that. You know what I mean? Like whether you realize you're doing it or not, like that's just where the message lies. Earth is a seasonal planet. Oh, Jesus. It's like you can't make this shit up. We just talked about that summer solstice I got to get back to. This cycle, you can't always be in the full bloom month after month, day after day. You're strongly being called to put on the brakes and rest and refuel. Take the moment to restock and replenish and slow down. Your body is the only body you're given, and it needs to be respected as such. If you're being called to take responsibility for your own well-being, your health, put your body first. I know it can feel like time is running out, like that pressure, and it's urgent to get things done, but that's just not the way it is. However, you can keep pushing on. But if you keep pushing on, fatigue will set in. This way of living isn't substantial. If anyone continues to race through life, eventually they'll reach exhaustion and no longer be able to recover and get done what needs to be done. The immune system and the disorders, the mystery illnesses will be becoming more common because you're putting too much pressures on your body. So you're being called to put on the brakes. Can you rest? Can you restore? Can you rejuvenate? When's the last time you took a holiday, had a full week and a day and afternoon? Look at your precious body and your mind. Give yourself time to recover when you find yourself running out of the reserves. There is enough time. Life will bend forward when you do. And it's kind of exactly what I've kind of been saying. And like this came with this deck out of nowhere, so I took it because I realized that when I realized my dreams, you know what I mean? So it's like Spirit's telling us and me, start your day with fruit, end it with fruit. You know what I mean? Like that's what you can start with if you kind of don't know where to start. So again, like be careful what lies over here with this Uranus, because it is lies to me. Like I said, like this isn't like you're out there, like it's odd. I don't know how to explain it. It's very calm. It's beautiful. So it's like you making that promise to yourself. Good morning, sunshine. Hi. Getting ready for work?
I'm going.
Leaving now? A little early.
Not really. I'm gonna minutes want to say hi to that.
Hi.
I was gonna put my laundry in. I just made my bed, put the new sheets on, but folded on my laundry, but I didn't put it away yet because I wanted to sit.
Maybe I'll put new sheets on today. It's always nice.
What was the white sheets? And you want to know? I've never had white sheets on my bed. Those are definitely grandma and grandpa's.
Oh.
Like when they put it together instead of two twins.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I still put it on my bed.
Yeah.
I'll just wash it.
We were just talking about the color white. The key is right up there. I don't know if you want to give the birds like a worm. If you're going to go see them, they're going to be like, feed me. Feed me. You might want to put your purse down.
Don't even have lunch.
Take one of Grandma's frozen meals.
No.
Make a sandwich.
I don't have time for that, Mom. No. I don't have time to make a sandwich.
Get some fruit. Eat some fruit. I have peaches in the fridge.
What?
Cantaloupe in the fridge. I have peaches down here. I have some cheese curds. Take the peaches. Take a thing of cheese curds. Take a water. Huh?
What do you mean peaches?
I have peaches in front. I'll grab one for you.
Oh, I see. So I don't want it. Yeah, strawberries. I don't have time to eat it. Let's go bring one out. Let's go first. Oh, it's frozen. Oh, it's fine. Let's just hold it back.
Take over. Cheese curds.
No, I don't have ice cream. Oh, I don't want the cheese. Okay. I'll have one. I don't want. Oh, not open?
Yeah.
Hot pocket? I love that. Oh no, that's ice cream. It's this well, I was going to throw this away, honestly. Like the ones? You can take those to the strawberries if you want. Are they a package?
Yeah, take a Gatorade right here. We'll take them outside tomorrow. I mean, I'll do it today too. It's that pulled to my white basket. So again, she just came down and said she changed her sheets to white. It's a small glove, I know. So, and again, you don't impress me much. So I'm telling you, like, there's some energy around you. Like, I don't know if they're trying to impress you, and you're just like,
Mom, 1 or 2 each.
You can give them 2 each, and you're just kind of like, you're just taking care of yourself, you know? Like,
Mom,
yeah.
they were sitting outside the case, so when he put his butt up, he put inside of this bucket.
All right, just grab it with your glove when you're done. And again, like, I don't feel like you need more messages, but there's messages, like, I put those out. You know what I mean? So it's just about being true and authentic to yourself this week. And again, I think somebody's looking at you like this, and it's the pink here. It's just, it really is gorgeous. But it's like someone's looking at you in a very seductive way, and it's, you're not there. Like I don't know if you lost your passion for somebody or a certain situation. Like it's, like, you need to work on your root chakra. So even if you know it's like the throat chakra or something else, but like, do the root chakra first. And this is not the first time this message has come in.
I know I gave them each one. I know I gave one of them 2, and the other one 1, but the other second one, I'm pretty sure he ate it. I don't know if it fell or if he ate it, but I don't see it, so I'm pretty sure I got it as well.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he got it.
Okay. I keep getting, don't impress me much. So again, like, I think there's an energy coming towards you, and you're just like, you're not impressed. Or maybe it was past energy, and now somebody, it's more impressive. But I still feel like your shift of energy is impressive. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, maybe there's been a lot of change with this person. I don't know. Like, but to me,
where's
like,
Max?
Outside.
That's what I'm missing. Okay. Bye, Sheldon. Bye, Moses. I'll say bye and do the door.
All right, love you.
Okay, I gotta
You
go.
can come in. You got the house key?
Well, I don't really have
you
time.
got the car key?
Yeah, in the purse. I don't really have time to grab him, so if he's right there, I'll let him in. But
yeah.
Are you gonna get a battery for your car key?
Yeah. No, leave it open.
Okay.
It's good for the birds. I can't put them in the babies are doing good, guys, in case you guys are wondering. I'll bring them outside today, maybe do a video. I keep saying that to you guys, and I haven't done it. I can go live with you guys for a little while. They got their feathers, not too chilly. It's actually a nice breeze.
Max is in.
All right, I love you.
Bye, Max. Love you.
Text me when you get to work. I love you. Have a great day.
Okay, they're kind of like almost on top of each other. They're just
yeah, they're just hopping around doing their thing. Love you, love you. I'm still one of their legs. I'm still trying to heal it, so they're not ready for they're just learning like that grip. You know what I mean? So I can't quite put them in a bird cage yet. They don't have that. I got to start working with the perch. So we can probably do that later.
Huh.
Hey, buddy.
Okay.
What? What do you need? No, Mia said bye to you. So, what is this lies? You have the 4 of fire, 4 of earth, 2 4s, another 4, triple 4. Holy shit. Earth, fire, and water. Holy shit. 4, 4, 4. Definitely use your intuition here. It's definitely, that balance, the stability. But like, typically this isn't intuition. But there's something here. Like, definitely use your intuition. What is going on? And it's 9:44 right now too. So this energy is definitely amplified. Pay attention to your intuition, inner knowing. It's very strong at this time. You're encouraged to continue the current path, your drive, your determination, success, and fulfillment. So maybe you are a dancer, and be careful here. They're not sabotaging, but it doesn't look like you are. So you could actually get into this energy where that seductive is kind of getting the best of you, but I don't think so. People may look at it like that, and they could see you like that because it's your aura. So there could be some jealousy. but they're guiding you, offering positive energies, inner strength, knowing and understanding, tolerating, doing your due diligence when it comes to your goals, your path. Listen to your messages, it will benefit you, your dreams. From the angelic realm, you have strong connection. So there's a portal here for you guys. Do not have fear when it comes to your life. When you take a positive action towards your highest intentions and aspirations. Hi, what's up? Oh, it's okay. No, it's all right. Okay, so you put it somewhere where I can go outside and grab it. Yeah. Yeah, put it in the console. Yeah. Love you, bye. The universe works in your favor, helps and establish foundations. Welcome, guys. I'm Courtney. I must have somebody new on. Know that your angels surround you and support you and encourage your path and the good work. The 444 message. Oh, my goodness. So sorry. Look at all the interruptions that keep coming in. Your foundations, the advantage alone, knowing your path, your angels supporting and encouraging you. The 444 brings a message all as well. Trust that you're on the correct path, doing the right job, and you're able to be in your angelic. The archangels are available to help you when it comes to your guidance. So this vibration really is great. I had a lot of apps open. I never had that many apps open. It's probably 7 or 8. You might want to close out your open windows. But the 4 of Earth, the 4 of Wands, and the 4 of Cups. Again, like somebody, even if this is somebody else's energy holding back, like this is also you holding back. Like I wouldn't say you're bored, but like I said, like you can't be bothered. Like if something is not stable here and somebody's holding back, like you're done. You're just done. Something shifted. Spirit either, hi Max. Spirit either took something away. Max came up and then, come here. Decided to move. Come here. Up, up. Hi. You want to say hi to everybody? Want to say hi? Yeah. Saying hi? Yeah. All right. Go sit on Mama's lap, though, okay? Go sit on my lap if you want to stay. Nope. And I just said you don't impress me much. So I don't think the message keeps coming through, and I don't think it's like in the sense of like you. I think you just want like authenticity. He's literally at my feet right now. It's so fucking weird. His paws are on me. His tail is going. Holy shit. You just laid down. He never does this. So again, like it could be even a message through cats. Like I'm not really sure. Like he's just over here like rubbing his head on the thing. Like look at him. Like hello. He's like right under my feet. Like just enjoying life over here. Like it's weird, but his paws are purposely on my feet right now. And that's when they protect your energy. So he didn't want to stay, but it's I think you are, like I said, being protected here. And it's just can't be bothered. You're just kind of doing your own thing. But it's also telling me like slow down. You didn't miss an opportunity when it comes to your own stability. Like say you've been holding back, and sabotaging some type of change or not wanting to make some type of change in your life. There's an energy that's going to come in that, and it might even be abruptly here with the Tower in it, but not like in a bad way, like just in the sense of like your guides are transmitting other energy because a shift has already happened in the astros. That's for damn sure. And again, it's like a promise that you came in with. And this is all like you as like a dancer. And then you have 2 cards of ancestor and spiritual family over here with, community. So I like that. I like when the winds change like that. That's when I want to be like, thank you. You got the 6 of Cups. So it is something where you pass that. it's time to work with and get on with it. And you got the Mother of Cups, which is the Queen of Cups. You know what I mean? It is that Cancerian energy. And so is that Six of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. That's Scorpio, I believe. Six of Cups. But Cancer with the Queen of Cups. So, like I said, people, it's the Venus energy. It's, Venetian energy. But like, to me, people are looking at you differently. But this is it's very like baby pink. It's very fresh. It's calming. So definitely like relax and do be careful with who you allow in your energy, because this is like 6 months ago, like you didn't like me, or 6 months ago you didn't think I looked good, or you know what I mean? Like maybe it was you that went to the gym and things have changed, and now somebody is looking at you differently when they didn't look at you like that before. But like, I don't know, too bad. I don't know what to say, Or it's somebody who like was waiting for you to shift something, and now they come back because they see that you're more confident or you're moving forward. It's like, go fuck yourself. Go jump on somebody else's fucking tailgate. You know what I mean? So but I do feel like somebody really like loves you, but like they're not doing nothing about it. So I don't even want to get into that energy, So let's move on. Keep it moving. So again, root chakra, family, resurrection, tribe. This is the shift of, I keep getting energy, but it's something else. The Eight of Cups, that's another Cancer energy, but it's moving forward. I love how she's working on something again, like creating something, stirring the cauldron. Like she knows where she's going. She's seeking the 10 of Cups. So there is something that needs to be left behind here. I love all this water energy because it's very productive the way it's moving. It's a flow. It's not disruptive. There's nothing about this energy that's disruptive, unless it's another energy that it doesn't belong in your life, then it can be disruptive, But like, as for right now, you're creating your 10 of Cups, whether you know it or not. Your happiness, and that matters in life. People always want to, stabilize this or do this, and instead of really taking care of themselves. Because if you take care of yourselves, like it's the only body you have. People wonder why, like the Asian cultures and certain stuff, like they're so skinny, it's the tea they drink and this and that. No, they're fucking smart about it. Like they were raised that way. Like your body does not need that. Like they know how to fuel the body. You know what I mean? Like in America, we just eat. Like that's why they're healthier. That's why they live longer. You know what I mean? Like they're raised that way. And it doesn't matter if you're poor or not. Like it's still the way that they're raised. They don't eat until they're like full. They eat just the right amount in different times of days. And they, it's just, and then depending on where in Asia, they don't eat after the sunset either, So again, like different countries, I'm even getting Russia just came, but I'm even getting Israel, so Holy Lands. So again, it is nourishment, but like this is about your happiness, your tribe, the right people, your guides are here, your ancestors. Max's tail is on me now. I thought he moved. So again, like not really sure. Just like keep hearing the change of winds, but it's something else. And again, you got now 2 8s, the 8 of air. This is typically like being stuck, but look at, she's in a lotus. This is more about meditation. This is almost pulling me to like a high priestess energy, but you got 2 8s. I'm hearing 3 8s. It's a major shift too. Community, family, guidance. This to me is not being stuck. Like you almost look stuck kind of with like the hangman here, but it's like a knowing you're not stuck. This is more like meditation. And again, it stems with your root chakra. Okay, so work on your root chakra as you're cleaning the house, as you're cooking. believe it or not, if you're going to drink a bottle of wine, stick your phone on the wine, and do like feng shui or positive energy. And as you drink that, you're also absorbing that energy. I mean, that's true when it comes to water and food. So you guys must have to do, like, I feel like the Eight of Pentacles should be here as if you should be doing research. But like, I feel like you already have an inner knowing in regards to something here. And again, your intuition is fucking strong right now. I'm getting 617, something with 16 or 17. License plate 88, life purpose, soul mission, your angels, the universe, financial and material abundance is on your way into your life. Should be receiving unexpected rewards for past good work. The universe is abundant and generous, wish to reward you. Good financial prosperity is yours now and in the future. Karma repaid in full. I think I mentioned that in the beginning, like good karma with Saturn. It's also a phase, a circumstances, or a situation in your life that needs to come to an end, a sign of a forewarning to enable you to prepare yourself for life accordingly. This is also indication into something emotionally, career, or relationship-wise in your life is winding up. So like I said, like something is coming in, and it could be like out of nowhere, but it's positive. So if it's a negative energy and it's negative, then leave it behind, don't be bothered. Again, like it is some type of change, that an energy that does need to leave. And I do think some of you need to be careful on who does come around, because this is, like I said, this is a calm energy to me. And like they're looking at it more like the Queen of Wands, very seductive in a sexual way. And like your creativity, like your sexual, like your sacral chakra is not even like, it's almost like blocked. You could have blocked it like for a certain reason, or spirit blocked it, because it's more about your root chakra right now, like your passion, your energy, where it goes. Like it goes to deserving energy. When we create, it comes from our sacral chakra, but that's where our sexual energy, our passion, our creativity, that's where that lies. You know what I mean? That's why, there can be lust and desire and all that stuff. And then you get into your head. Like people don't know how to work with that energy. Like if you put that sexual drive into something else but don't look at it like sexual, or some people need to look at it like that, like take that and put it towards your passion, your that, because that's where your passion stems from. So your root chakra right now has been activated. It is open, so maybe if you're trying to orgasm, you can't orgasm. Like there is something going on here. Like say you're trying to like masturbate or something, and this penis masturbation, I don't know what's going on in this fucking meeting, but like it's almost like it's shut down, because that's, your interest isn't there. Your interest is in elevating, knowing what you deserve, who you are. If another energy comes around with forgiveness, or that other energy that's been coming around, like so be it. Like it can be incorporated if it's meant to be incorporated. But for right now, like if that vibe's not there, this is all about you until that other energy comes around. And if you are living with an energy, or you're already with somebody, like do be careful with your energy. If you guys aren't creating together, like there needs to be some type of awareness there, because like the way somebody's feeding you, it's not healthy. Or somebody cracks open like a Mountain Dew. Like every time my mom cracks open a Mountain Dew, I'm just like, Jesus, like it's so unhealthy. And she's already like sick with stage 4 cancer, and then it's like, all right, we'll just let her live her life and this and that, but it is like that Mountain Dew ain't helping. But like at the same time, like yeah, she could have a shake, but hello. No, that's always been there. That's the light that's always been on. But tomorrow morning we will change the battery. Okay. Have a great day. I love you. Okay, well, go on in. Okay, that's good. All right, love you more. Bye. See that again? Like, I just feel like there's a lot of interruptions, so please be careful. But like at the end of the day, it's like, how do you want to look at it? Like, you're still, at the end of the day, everyone's still going. She's still dying. It's not something that's curable. Like, you can eat better, live a little longer. Like, but again, it's like, eat what you want, drink what you want. Like, you're dying, or like, I don't even know how to explain it, but like, it's I'm telling you, with my dreams and stuff, it's all about whatever this transition is. Fruit is required. Again, maybe you're craving sugar, but you need that natural sugar. Not everybody wants to eat a lot of fruit like that because of sugar and this and that. But like, for some reason, like, man, counting calories, for some reason, like, there's something about fruit that, and I'm telling you, I think it's in regards to your gut, and it's going to help your intuition, and that's what's needed right now. And it's, things need to be rooted and grounded, and if you're not getting that authenticity of being true to who you are, like, you're going to start noticing, like, I need to change, the shift needs to happen, like, I need to, if they want steak, that's fine, maybe I'll just have like a nice summer seasonal salad with putting other stuff into nuts and things that will still fill you up. And it's the way you're looking at something as well, it's the way you need to look at it. Like, you really need to ground yourself, and that could be as simple as going to sit near a tree or talking to the trees or your plants. Like, to me, you're not stuck here, but your ancestors may have you in a situation where they are going to hang you up, until they are going to hang other things up in your life, until, I don't even think this clicks. It's not a click. It's just until, like, there's like a spark or a different energy. Like, right now you're stuck in this Cancerian energy, but there's that Queen of Wands energy, that this is why I grabbed this deck. You know what I mean? But right now it's like the mother of Cancer, like them, that energy, in the sense of, the fourth house. And then you're taking that Sag energy. So see what I'm saying? Like, somebody else is looking at you as Sag, but you're actually Cancer. But that Sag energy is also like sacral, and I feel like that's blocked right now until, like, it goes towards something else. Maybe a light bulb, maybe some type of awakening. I'm not sure, but like, you have a knowing, in your tribe, your ancestors, they're gonna make sure you get there, or you feel this energy, you feel the shift of wind. Like, it's important to leave behind something here that just doesn't suit you. Yeah, see, Five of Earth and the Ace of Air. This is like an inner knowing. But even though you have that inner knowing, like, this is that clarity, that knowing. Like, it's not like being lonely or feeling abandoned. Like, but like, this is your time. And there's something like with dreams too. They're trying to talk to you. They're trying to come to you. They're trying to give you messages. It's things like that. And it's source. Like, you're never lonely. You're not abandoned, or you do have to abandon a certain situation over here, but it's not like, I don't think you have to put a lot of thought into what needs to be abandoned, because your energy has already shifted. Does that make sense? Like, it's almost like this isn't relevant, but it's relevant. So if you're not getting something authentic, and there's no purity, but because that's who you are. So if there's energy around you that's not like that, like, and you're struggling, eat more fruit, get more rest, because you're about to take off or spring. And there's other energies, they always know that, they always try coming back around, or I think I'm going to lose this person, or this, and like, it could just be too late, or maybe that's their energy thinking it's too late. So it's like, you know what, all right, well, if they're going to have that negative mindset, then we're going to make sure there's another energy aligned that has more of a positive mindset, because that type of energy is not good to be around sexually either. You're swapping DNA. Why are you swapping DNA with somebody who's negative and wants to curse other people, or you know what I mean, or like that confidence isn't there. Like spirit's like that's not a thing right now. You know what I mean? So especially if like you had a friends with benefits, maybe you don't have one anymore. Like there's something here going on sexually, but they want your sacral chakra used for something that's much more valuable than just a penis, even if you're horny. So I'm telling you, like there's something sexual obviously this week, but to me it's how somebody's looking at you, or it's their own insecurities with their own fucking penis. Like, but like, you know what, like women, like you need to be more focused on your gut, your uterus, like not orgasms, more focused on your root, like because your sacral chakra, it needs fruit. I'm telling you, there's something with fucking fruit here. And I did mention something about cantaloupe, and Mia came down and talked about cantaloupe, but cantaloupe wasn't in my dream. Equilibrium and safe travels. Equilibrium came out the other day as well. Equilibrium. It's time to align your intentions and actions and stop dancing in between the opposite forces. Your mind is racing with ideas. Complexity of motion is a point to discover new methods, and when it's forcing you to balance each other. One perspective, one perseverance, and ability to let go. It's a state of harmony, learning to accept misfortunes and having determination to pursue your dreams with confidence. The water takes whatever shape is poured into the glass directly where your energy goes. So you can imagine yourself pouring water too, and this is what it's telling me too, like learning to accept misfortunes here, because to you something is a loss here, but it is what it is. Something else is aligning, guys. Okay, so even if it's a job, if it's finances, like pour water into another thing, put your water on, a gallon of water outside, put rocks around it, put it on your phone with feng shui, like shift your own energy here. You're on a journey of the unknown, but it's that inner knowing. It's new and expanded understanding of yourself and nature for a higher good to experience. This is only going to open your mind to see part of the puzzle that you didn't even know existed. This card means it's time for you to take a pilgrimage, travel abroad, or an inner journey with introspection. The great act of importance is knowing who you are and meaning for what it is you're looking for. This card means it's a metaphysical journey within your own beliefs. It may take time to discover the restraints of limiting thoughts that we sometimes impose on ourselves. It's the Arctic turn, the wise and the experienced traveler. This guides you towards the shore. Use this card when you go to travel or you're on your journey and discover your own beliefs. Imagine your soul uplifting from your body and flying free. Where will you go? You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. Like this Eight of Swords, it's more like a meditation. It's more about like what you want. It's not about the misfortunes right now. Like they got you. There's going to be a big shift that's coming, guys. And it's got to be part of the ascension. This is like a very important read. It really, truly is. You are going to be rewarded. It might just take time. Some of you, this could be even a loss of a job or something, and you're just kind of like in disbelief. Like this message is here to like motivate you in a way too. Like things will get better. Like you are hung up with something, and it could be, the lack of comfort, the lack of affection, the lack of romance, the lack of feeling at home, the lack of something, right? But like that lack isn't actually there, and you know it. Like, fourth house, Cancer. It's all about your intuition, and there's something with fruit right now that's going to help your gut. That is going to help your mind. It's like prana energy is what I'm getting. Like, so whatever this Five of Pentacles is for you, but like, there's something, like there's a reason for it, but that doesn't make you feel better. Like, but there's like a surprise here. I'm telling you, like it's something when you create, like the Maiden of Air, which is the Queen of Swords, the mother of Maiden of Air. It's like a messenger here, all air, full of air. So the page of air, the mother of air, with this 5 of pentacles. So it's a message. It's no bullshit, straight to the point. She's smart. She's intelligent. She's intellectual. You know, it's that inner knowing with the 4 of air too. It's like, it's also getting that rest, but it's also going. I'm telling you, your dreams, a lot of things are talking to you right now. Like, there's going to be some type of activation here. Like something that's been blocked. Say your sacral chakra has been blocked, it's being activated. Say your root chakra has been blocked, it's being activated. Oh, Max is down here sleeping now. Now he's touching my feet. And again, it's weird. I'm going to try to take a picture. It's like it's his back paw. I'm going to try to take a picture without looking because I don't want to move. Yeah. So it says cat, look up, and then it says cat. But maybe like look up, maybe there's a bird. I think you guys should do the water trick here. As you pour water into a cup, bless it, put intentions behind it. You know, there is some type of activation going on here. Intentional activation. And the wind chimes just started moving, which is beautiful. I've been waiting all season to hear those fucking wind chimes. It's beautiful here in New England right now. 70 with a nice breeze. It's exactly what we needed. We had tornado warnings yesterday. A couple towns over had one. Saw it on not YouTube, on social media, on Snapchat. And we never got tornadoes here. You know what I mean? This is the second one this year so far. So our town was lucky we didn't experience it, but 3 towns over did. So it's the change of the winds, but it's not the winds, but it's the winds. It's like a navigation system here, like a compass, like I don't know. It's almost like a mystery, like the mystery card should be here. Like, I don't even know if there is a mystery card, but at the bottom of the deck, 5th house, passion, right there. It's that Venus energy, like being comfortable within your own skin, like you're at home. It's all about being authentic. Like, you can't go wrong at the end of the day if you're authentic. And I don't know how many times I've said that to you guys, but that is the God honest fucking truth. Like, that's all you want. Say a lot of people lie to you and they want to apologize or something. Like, just own your lies, accept them, apologize, and mean it. Like, move forward. You know what I mean? Like, why you hold them back? I feel like somebody was playing games and it went too far. You know what I mean? And I don't know if it's too late or the message here is they think it's too late. But, you know, I don't know. At the end of the day, like, honesty is attractive to me. Like, honesty is a turn on. Being who you are is a fucking turn on. You know, I don't, just because you go to the gym or you're taking something with your penis, like for, you know, to make it last longer, whatever the case is, like there's miscommunication here. Like that's somebody else's insecurities being projected onto you. So something happened within the last 11 months with somebody, because that energy shifted Uranus shifted August 28, 2023. And this energy is now here until January 2024. It went into Taurus. So Uranus is in Taurus right now, and another card of Venus. And Cancer is in Venus. You know what I mean? So, like, you have to use that Uranus energy. Like, change is needed. It's necessary. You know, and this is about authenticity in your community and who you are and the people you surround yourself with. You know what I mean? Like that other girl, like, is strong in her belief, strong in mine. If she's being herself, all good. Like, we just don't discuss spirituality. It doesn't mean she's not part of my tribe. You know what I mean? She very well could be. It's an opposite. It's aspects. Like our aspects in our chart are just opposite. Like, that's it. It doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. It's just, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, but I don't have to pretend to be friends with her or hang out with somebody, like, just because, like, they're spiritual. Or so I don't know what your message is there, but I'm telling you, like, somebody else's insecurities would definitely be projected into a situation. And again, like, I don't know how authentic this energy is, and that's the energy that's needed right now. Okay, so worry about yourself and your own nourishment right now, because I'm telling you, like, this read's important, and there's a mysterious underlining message that I don't think we're quite seeing because it's not meant for us to see yet. And that's okay, because whatever this is comes with a giant blessing. And that's the truth. And I just looked up 4444. So again, those fours in my throat chakra, I feel pressure right now as if like it needs to be activated, but it's one of those things like it's the root chakra. Like, so, like if you're going to work on any chakra right now, you know, it's your root when it comes to music or feng shui or like the upbeat music. It doesn't even have to be binaural beats and working on your root chakra. It could just be motivation. Like I said, great music, uplifting things, going outside, hanging out with the right people, nourishing your body. It's stuff like that that is important right now, because there's clearly another wave of ascension happening right now going into July. It's very fucking obvious that's what's happening, you know. And again, the change of the winds, the breezes, the summer solstice, like it's that energy. And I did want to do a reading, but I feel like that is the energy that I have been reading, you know, waiting for things to come into fruition, being patient. Like Gaia, there's a big adjustment with summer when it comes to growth and greenery and what's healthy and what's not, like, you know. So it's energy like that, you know. Just take care of yourself. I just got pulled to the tortoises. They do need a bath too. They are a little dry. They need to get outside. But to me, it's the message of the tortoise. It's that wisdom, and you have that. You hold that. You know, like that's your key. Don't let anybody like just jump on your fucking bandwagon because they think they know you or your friends. Like, are you friends? Do you know how to be a friend? Because this year I've been learning about friendships, and I'm fucking 46 years old. I can't even tell you how many times this year I've said, like, Jesus, like, I just want real, authentic fucking people in my life. Like, what the fuck? Do you know how to be a friend? I shouldn't explain to you what a friend is and what I expect in a friendship. It should be fucking common knowledge and common mutual fucking respect and, like, talking about it. Or don't be like, oh, yeah, I got your back and we're friends, but then you get pissed off over a conversation or something I said. Like, you know, like I shouldn't be having these fucking conversations at my fucking age. And this year has been a year, and I don't think it's just me. We're all the same fucking tribe, guys. Like, this is happening to like all of us. So you need to acknowledge who's your friend and who's you're not. And why are you trying to be friends with somebody that doesn't want to be your friend or says you're your friend, but then you got to break down what a fucking friendship is? Like, fuck that shit. I shouldn't have to define friendship. Be a good friend or ship the fuck out. And then there's other energies where it's like, it just the fucking lingers, and it should like stop with the lingering, you know. Emotionally mature, yeah. Well, there's a lot of people right now emotionally immature too. Like, wouldn't it be nice for people to be fucking emotionally mature? We've been fucking dealing with that this year too, and it's just like, holy fucking moly! Like, is this real life? Like, this, like, what? And like I said, my spirituality will fucking trump any fucking fool. I don't need friends. I don't need you. I don't need this. I don't need that. Like, I'm telling you, like, that's just me. I'm happier and more content in that energy of authenticity. Like, I find out you say my name one more time behind my back and you're venting, that's fine. But if I find out like it's like a thing, like, you're not my friend. I don't need friends like that. But again, like, that's me, my personality. I don't need to vent. I'll hit you up and tell you exactly how I fucking feel. You know, you feel the need to talk about it with a friend, like, so be it. But if I hear it through the fucking grapevine, I'm not going to be fucking happy. And I know everybody talks about this and, you know, that other little circle that I became part of. Like, it's just like, what the fuck? You know, like, like Marsh, love her to death. But that's where we mesh with certain stuff. You know what I mean? But, like, we have enough love and we're soulmates where it's good. You know what I mean? Like, so. And so it's not about that. It's other energies where it's just really like I'll put that effort into it and she'll put that effort into it. You know what I mean? So, like, if somebody can't come at you and authentic and explain what's been going on or whatever, it's like, don't bother. Take care of yourself. Don't put your thoughts into an energy where it's their lack. It's not yours. It's their lack. You may feel it, you know, but in all reality, like, you don't lack that, and spirit wants to make sure that you know that lack is not actually really there. You created that lack in your own brain, because you could really do anything you want in this fucking life if you fucking switch your thoughts. And that's the goddamn fucking truth. And I hate putting God in that. And Dennis came over the other day, dropped something, and he said JC. I'm like, don't say that. And he's like, oh, okay. Like, I don't know if he thought I said it in a rude way, and it wasn't. It was just like he took it, interpreted it like, oh my, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, you don't have to be sorry. Like, me personally, like, I just don't. I'd rather my kid said fuck or motherfucker. You know, don't, like, there's no need to, like, and it's not the religious part behind me. You know what I mean? To me, it's just kind of disrespectful or disrespect anybody's, you know, belief or the God they believe in. Like, that's, you're not here to judge like that. You're here to just, you know, do your own thing and your own beliefs. And if, you know, somebody can't understand that and they want to shift that, or you know, don't, like, that's, you know, like, you can shift your own fucking mindset here. When I say this is a major reading, it's a major reading. Like, there's something coming in where, like, I'm telling you, like, that energy is shifted. It's gone. Like, a curse has been lifted. Like, DNA is awakening. There's activations going on. There's portals. Like, and it will probably come out of nowhere. And then that's when all the other energies do tend to come towards you, because you will pull in all sorts of energy. But that's when you gotta, like, where's your boundary? Where do you draw the line in the sand with certain energy? Because I have a funny feeling you would probably hear anybody out or certain stuff, but, like, you're not about to sit there and have a conversation that's not going to be authentic and really get down to the point. So I don't think there's going to be trouble this week differentiating who should be in your life and who shouldn't be. I think it's going to be very fucking clear. Please have your fruit. I love you so much. I will see you on members at some point today. Okay? The link for members, I believe, should be in the description box. And you can go to members. You can even just donate for $1 and get into the reads. You know what I mean? But if you really can't afford it, then it's $14.99. Hi, Max. My dad just kind of, like, spit out a lungie. I don't know what type of message that is, but, ugh, you know, I don't know. It is getting shit out of your lungs, too. So this week, I don't think you're going to have a trouble differentiating who belongs in your life, who doesn't, what type of energy. It's all about energy. But I like that. I like when clarity comes in like that. Like, it's not a loss. It's somebody else's loss. If you're an authentic person and they're not in your life because of whatever they're going through in their mindset, that's their loss. It's totally not your loss. I would never not have somebody's back if they're authentic. You know what I mean? Like, I got you 100%. I'll step in front of a bullet for you. So, it's a strong ass fucking comment, to be quite honest with you, especially with Cancerian energy. So, this is about loyalty as well. You know, and right now being loyal to yourself. So there's a big shift here. And for some people, it's very calm, too. It's not like, bam, pressure, something's being thrown in your face. I don't think it's like that. But I don't think it's going to be a hard week to differentiate the energy either, which I think is fucking amazing. It's kind of, like, stunning. So I love you guys so much. I'll talk to you later. Hello?